Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Woller's Wallet, and a while back I watched a video from MKBHD on if we've hit peak cell phone. And the idea of that video is, have we seen cell phones be as good as they can be? And I'm into that cell phone technology, and I typically upgrade my phone each year because I enjoy trying them out and seeing what they offer. But that video had me thinking, have we hit peak credit card? And what I mean here is, have we seen the best we're going to see from banks or programs? Or is there still room for credit cards to grow, improve, or even innovate their products? Now, if you want a simple way to help out the channel, consider giving this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on as well so you don't miss out on future videos. Now, I actually think this is a pretty interesting topic because we as consumers, we want more from the banks, right? We want better earning rates, more benefits, better redemption options with the lowest possible annual fees. But in reality, as benefits or perceived benefits and earning rates increase, typically so do those annual fees. And we've seen that happen before, right? And I feel we've really been seeing a trend from the banks as well as their credit cards. Now, a couple years ago when I went to CardCon, there was someone from Capital One who mentioned that they were really reaching the point of maximum rewards. And what he meant was earning rates are really starting to hit those peaks on what they can offer customers, while at the same time, banks are still making money. So banks were or are looking for other ways to reward customers, not only with bonus multipliers or sign-up bonuses, because earning rates aren't the only way to assess value from a bank's perspective. But what they were looking to do was to add benefits that were meant to be more exclusive, like private concerts, cooking classes, or other benefits that people felt they would receive value from. And sure, some of us don't really care about that. Some of us just want better earning rates. But there could be value for people in these exclusive offerings depending on what's being offered. And you also want to keep in mind or understand that the people who play this game seriously are a smaller population of people. And the majority of people don't worry about this stuff as much as we do. So people might be perfectly fine with these exclusive benefits and not necessarily only focused on earning rates or getting the best return for their purchases. So from a reward earning perspective, it really seems like we're starting to reach or have reached that max of what banks can offer outside of sign-up bonuses without having to raise those annual fees to offer better earning rates. But the question I asked at the beginning of this video was, have we hit peak credit card? And yes, I think we've hit the peak of credit cards. So let's talk about why I think we've hit that peak and why I think it's plateaued here. First, the lack of creativity. Today, banks just seem to follow what other banks are doing or what other banks have had success with. I know their data shows them dining categories are popular and they're catering more to the city individuals with these selective benefits. But when a bank sees something that's popular, they're just copying similar benefits or even the exact same thing. We really aren't seeing banks try anything new anymore. I think a good example of this is Chase adding DoorDash and Lyft as a benefit to the Chase Sapphire Reserve. But they were just adding a dining benefit, which we've already seen done by American Express and even MasterCard. The rideshare benefit was already done by the Platinum Card and MasterCard as well. And these benefits aren't new or exciting, they're just the same thing with slight variations using different companies. There's no creativity or thinking outside the box anymore. And a few years ago, before the market was flooded with these premium credit cards, there were some unique offerings from premium credit cards. I mean, you had the Citi Prestige, which had the awesome benefit where you could redeem your Citi thank you points at 1.6 cents per point for American airline flights. And that was really a different way to redeem your points and made the card interesting for that reason. Plus, that was in addition to the 4th night hotel free benefit, which was uncapped at the time. And the card even used to have American airline lounge access. And those benefits were different and yet unique. Then you had the Chase Sapphire Reserve come in and really become the it card with its 1.5 cent per point value through their travel portal, and it just increased the Chase ecosystem as a whole. And that became the card to beat. But since launch, they really haven't done much with this card. And on top of that, the Ultimate Reward program hasn't really done much over the last few years either. But as we see the market get flooded with these premium cards, they all just tend to copy the others. They slap a $450 price tag or more on it and just throw it out to the market. We really aren't seeing any new benefits or perk being added or even thought of. I mean, if you were looking at a standard checklist for these premium credit cards, they all have Priority Pass lounge access, a TSA PreCheck or global entry credit, some sort of travel credit, and some other variances of certain benefits. And if it's a co-branded hotel card, you get some sort of status, a free night certificate, and maybe some credits. And then for the airline co-branded credit cards, it's pretty much priority boarding and a free checked bag, unless you get one of the higher end cards, at which point you get lounge access. And then don't forget, it has to be made of metal, because if it's made of plastic, is it really even a good credit card? I mean, has anyone even attempted to partner with Airbnb or some other home share option to offer benefits for people there? Or maybe offer a benefit like a TripIt Pro subscription or Amazon Prime membership, because these would be different and unique. And a TripIt Pro subscription would be super valuable for someone, yet no one offers it. And these are benefits that could be useful and helpful for people, but it just hasn't been done yet, or maybe not even considered. But you know what? I will say, while the American Express Green Card isn't perfect, I'm going to give American Express credit here for adding a clear membership and lounge buddy benefits to these cards. And these are different than the standard TSA PreCheck or Global Entry credit, or even the Priority Pass offerings that you get from other cards. And this is the only card that comes to my mind that has recently offered something different than the other ones out there. And then when you take a look at the bonus multipliers, everyone again is just following the leader on what's working for others and offering the same or just slightly higher multipliers for similar categories, especially in those higher end cards, mostly being dining and travel. And we do see a lot of overlap for cards. It just becomes, which ecosystem are you most interested in? It doesn't seem like anyone wants to try something new for a bonus category that really grabs our attention, or offer maybe a different earning structure that could benefit people and yet the banks. Although I did recently take a survey for a possible SoFi credit card, and it did mention maybe earning 3% cash back on medical payments. And this would be different, and it could also be useful for people. It's not a perfect benefit, but it's different. And you have to wonder if these smaller fintech companies or banks can really push the big banks to offer something different, or maybe even just be the same copycat options. Because if these companies can offer something that catches people's attention and people feel it could be beneficial, then you might have the Chases or American Expresses of the world notice it and add it to their cards. And I still think it would be great if a bank offered people the ability to create a custom card with multipliers and benefits that work for them. And I really think this would be a game changer and set someone apart from the others. But it just seems everyone's too scared to try something or offer something different due to maybe the risk of failure. And the credit card space is a lot of fun for me, and I just love this stuff. But when you take a step back and look what's being offered as a whole, it just really looks like banks are on autopilot and not really concerned about innovating their products or offering something different. They just seem to latch on to whatever's working with someone else and making their own variation of that offer. And until someone's willing to take a risk and offer something unique, I really think we've plateaued or hit the peak on credit card rewards and what credit cards can really offer people. But if someone's willing to take a risk and offer something different, then I think we could see credit cards improve. And it just blows my mind that there are so many programs or opportunities out there for banks to offer their customers something different that could be useful and make people want their product even more. And by only offering bigger bonuses, that doesn't improve the product. It's just an eye catcher and it pulls you in. And when you look at point devaluations, the bonuses have to be larger due to point inflation. It costs more points for travel now than it did a few years ago. And nobody would be interested in a United credit card if they were only offering a 25,000 mile bonus today, because that's not going to get you too far. So tell me, do you think we've hit peak credit card? Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in this video. If you want to help support the channel, a simple way would be use links on the website or in the description below. And if you know somebody who could benefit from this video, feel free to share it with them. And until next time, safe travels and take care.